Good afternoon, guys. I know it's kind of late, but I wanted to make a special video for husbands and wives. And the segment of this video is going to be how to work towards a successful marriage, or rather, things that you can implement in your marriage right now if you're not already doing so to make your marriage more solidified in strength, in communication, in love, and all of these good things. So let me get down to my points. So the first point I want to make is you need to always be open and honest. And what I mean by that is don't hide things. Don't hide what shouldn't be hiding anything from your spouse. Let's just get that out there. But don't hide things. And when I mean by things, I mean don't hide extra bank accounts. Don't hide clothing that you normally wouldn't wear in front of him or her. Don't hide secret friendships. Don't hide the truth. Don't hide things that you know that your spouse needs to know about. Don't hide anything that you know will come back to bite you in the butt in the end. So if we want to really get technical with it, in Luke, in God's Word, in the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17, for nothing is secret that will not be revealed, nor anything hidden that will not be known and come to the light. True. So we just need to listen from that, take a lesson from that, and just be leery of what we do. Okay. Now B, I have show love and appreciation to your loved one in a special and unique way. This can be done through various forms such as a text message. A sweet, sweet text message throughout the day, randomly to your spouse, saying how much you miss them. I remember the way you were looking at me yesterday while we were watching TV. I loved it. I love the way you smelled this morning. I love that suit that you put on this morning. I love the way you kissed me goodbye this morning. It's things like that. Flowers are timeless, and they are excellent gestures of love and friendship. And to have them delivered is just you won brownie points all in itself, because a woman gets excited when a man takes this stance on going to a florist or calling a florist, picking out the flowers, giving the address, and having them delivered. It just does something to a woman. It's just the ultimate thing. I think men need to do that more often. And next, I have gift cards. Give your spouse, him or her, a gift card. You see that they're having a bad week at work, or a less than perfect week at work, give him a gift card. You can pay for him to go get a massage done, like a 60-minute massage. Just focus on the areas where he's been complaining at the back of his neck. Get him a card to go play top golf with some of his buddies. Let him unwind. Maybe he needs to do just to forget about what happened, because you don't want him bringing the work and the work problems home to your house. And the same goes for the ladies. Spa days for the ladies. There's so many things that we can have done. We can have facials, and we can also have Pilates, and there are classes where an instructor just takes us and he stretches us the way that we need to be stretched, and it's just wonderful. Tickets to the improv. Those are more along the lines of night outs with your spouse. Those are some of the things that you can do. Or impromptu candlelight dinners. It's like you're the first one home. Mom, you got Elizabeth down the street to watch her kids. and you're fixing this amazing dinner for your husband who you've already talked to several times throughout the day, and he's not having a bad day. So you want to do something special to bring him out of that funk and make him forget about that bad day. And this is going to be it. Candlelight dinners, you will never ever be able to go wrong. Ever, ever, ever. Just set the mood. You know what you want the mood to be. Quiet it down, and just you and him be in the moment. Okay, so movie night. You can always implement a movie night. Now, I know what the old saying goes. Monday through Friday we're working, da 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 da. We don't have time for any in between. That's not true. And this is why relationships get in a rut. If it's Tuesday and both of you have had bad days, or one of you have had a bad day, and you want to do something to make him feel better or make her feel better, do what you need to do to help your marriage situation. And an impromptu movie night sounds like fun to me. I would love it if it happened to me. But pick each other's favorite movie, and if you don't have any kids, make sure the kids are set up with their own movie if you can't get them away, so they're nice and quiet. And then you come in your room and you're nice and quiet, and y'all are watching TV and you're enjoying each other. And when that enjoyment comes, questions start to be asked. So, how was your day today? Well, it wasn't a very good day, but now it's perfect. That's all you need to hear. Your job has been done. So, from the first points that I've stated, what we're trying to get to is get you to a point where you appreciate your spouse, you show gratitude to your spouse, and you sincerely want to encourage your spouse. So let's go down further, see what else we can find here. Ooh, buy something sexy for your loved one, or something that complements their body. I see this all the time, and I think it's so romantic. A man who sees a mannequin in the store window buys the entire act, from the earrings all the way down to the shoes, the entire outfit for his special lady in his life. Do you know how excited she'll be when she opens that? Men, ladies, do you know how excited a man would be, your husband, your spouse, when you come home with this box and it's got a 3-piece suit, and you have the shoes, and it's his exact size? There's no words. There's no words, because actions like that tell the receiving spouse, she loves me, she cares about me, she cares how I look. And so now he's got this overwhelming feeling to make you happy, because you've just made him happy. And it works. So buy something nice for both of you. Neither one of you will regret it. So the next one I have is kind of iffy, because some of us have small kids and it's harder for us to do this. Unfortunately, my kids are all grown, so it's easier for me and my husband to do this. Make the decision to vacation more. For just the two of you, and staycations are ideal as they are in remote, secluded areas and allow alone time for each other. So if you can't get away, Mexico, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Italy, Rome, New York, if you can't get to these places, staycations are just better. Some of these bed and breakfasts in Texas, in the hill country, are amazing. They are secluded areas. It is just you and your spouse. And it is you two for 3 days, or however long you decide to stay, just you and him. There's no outside world. There's no one banging on your door. There's no one ringing your cell phones. It is just you and him. And staycations help keep the relationship. I would like to see I would like to say it helps keep the artery clear of the relationship. My next point, talk out your problems. Don't yell out your problems. Talk. Like I'm sitting down here, your spouse should be sitting in front of you, and if there's issues that are arising, you talk about those issues. You want to let your spouse know how you feel, how it's making you feel, what outcome you want to see as a result of this new situation. And look, problems are not problems. Problems are only opportunities to grow. Okay, I have this problem here, or we have this problem here. Let's see what we can do with it. What kind of opportunities are we going to are going to arise for us to complete this this problem, this opportunity? That's the way you have to look at it. Change your mind frame. Both of you have to be on that wavelength. My next one is compliment, compliment, compliment. You will not go wrong if you compliment, compliment, compliment. My husband is always saying to me in the morning, "Good morning, beautiful." He is always looking at me when I catch him not looking at me. He is always giving me gestures of sexuality, like spanking me on my behind and giving me kisses and hugging me tightly. You have to compliment your spouse because if you don't, they're going to start to think in their mind they're too thin, they're too fat, that certain areas of their body aren't pleasing to you, that you're having an affair, that something's going on where you're not complimenting her or him. Pay attention to your spouse. That's your spouse. You married him or her for a specific reason. And just because you've been married for 13, 20, 28, 40, doesn't mean you can stop complimenting them and doting on them and showing them you are just as special to me now than you were the day I married you. It's gold. It's priceless. I have two more. And my next one is never talk down about your spouse to anyone. You know this is the golden rule. Never have anything bad to say about your spouse, man or woman, to anyone. Because the moment you open your mouth and say negativity, rumors will start. They're not happy in their home. And when someone finds out that you're not happy in your home, maybe that gives someone else an opportunity to come inside your home to make that person or that situation what it should be. And those are things that we don't want. So don't talk bad about your husband. Don't compare your wife's cooking to another woman's cooking. Don't compare your wife to another woman. Don't compare your husband to another man. We are all individuals and we all lead separate lives and we all have different personalities. Stick with the one you chose to stick with when you made your marriage vows. It's not that simple. That's not that hard. My last one is communicate. You're not going to have any problems in your life, in your marriage, if you just communicate. If it comes to bills, communicate. If there's not enough money, communicate. If you feel like you're going through a crisis in your marriage, communicate. You think you don't love your spouse, communicate. You think you need to go to see a therapist, communicate that to your spouse. You think that he's not pleasuring you, communicate. And my very last one is to include God in your marriage. Pray together as husband and wife. Be of the same yoke. Have the faith that if you're going through a marriage that has hit is on its last rope, don't give up. Give it to God and let Him do the rest. So many of us are so quick to give up on marriage because we think, because what society has told us, that we can go and find happiness somewhere else. And it doesn't work like that. The grass is not greener on the other side. You have to tend to it, just like you did over here. I did these things for you because my husband and I did these things. And we make our marriage work because marriage is a job between two people. And it's a 24/7 job. And we like to think that we made strides in terms of where we came from. And if I can share some of that with you, I am more than willing to. You can please ask questions if you like. I'm kind of new at this, but I promise you I will get better. This is Sheila, doing what I can, how I can. Good night.